Solomon, I see you. I hail you. Hi, guys. I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. MH37061 says, "Go and rest this man." Why don't you tell your father to go and rest? Your father amounted to nothing. And then to cap it all, he had a son that is not worth the dust on the road that he's marching. Let me tell you something. When you were born, they did naming ceremony for you. If only they had known, they would have named the goat where they take use do the naming ceremony. The goat deserves to be named. You don't deserve to have a name because you not be human being. Whoever they lie, give you say you be person. From now on, I will tell you this thing don't come to my life again. Eh? Because I don't host inanimate objects here. How you go dance, so they carry the whole DNA of your papa wey be agbekpo, you can't carry and put for body, you can't dey showcase am. Aṣàlẹ̀jẹ́, ọmọ aṣàlẹ̀jẹ́, ọmọ agbekpo, ọmọ aláìníran. Don't let me ever see you here again in this life. Oh, kúkú lórúkọ. All right, content Tommy, how are you doing? We have come back. Oh, Solomon say easy. Let me tell you something. When you fire them, they run. They never come back. Just watch. He will never come back again. He will never come back. But when you allow them, they will now be in the comment section. They will abuse this person. Whoa! They will run. They will run. I learned it from a young age. When they try to bully you, bully them back. It works like magic. If you ignore, they will continue. They will continue. They will continue. All right, let's talk about caregiver work. Some people call it afofuro. I will not translate it to you. Ask somebody that is Yoruba to translate it to you. The translation is not nice. It means washing after somebody has gone to the bathroom. And you wash up after them. That is what some people refer to as caregiver work. Now, if you've ever done caregiver work before, I would love it if you can come and share your experience. Are you a caregiver? Tell us about this caregiver work. Don't try to overglorify it and don't try to undermine it. It is a career. UK work, UK people. Solomon, you don't disagree them. Hey, Vidoma, how are you doing? So let us talk about this caregiver work. By the way, let me tell you something here. Nigerians need to understand that this whole jackpot thing is not for everybody. Hey, Tommy, finest sister.
Long time, sir.
Longest time. Wá ṣe caregiver work ló ń ṣe ni?
Mo ti ṣe rí.
Ṣé òótọ́ ni pé iṣẹ́ afọfùrọ̀ ni?
Jerry, open.
Don't lie o.
No. It involves that. The thing is.
So the washing hands. I just wanted to. I wanted to be clean. Hey, when I the washing hands. I did not know. I'm not undermining it, but we need to actually get to hey, Give Seed Charity got the #1 gifter badge. Big shout out to Charity, my #1 gifter. Follow Give Seed Charity on TikTok. All right, big shout out to them. And please, I'm trying to get my money gone. So, about me, what money gone? Money gone, what about you? Money gone, new. Oh yeah, help me reach my target. Share the video on TikTok and help me reach my target. And on Facebook, come and start buying stars. Oh, you want to learn about afofuro work? Come and start. Hey, oh yeah, told me, give us this gist. How una they take duam, and why did you quit?
See, it's not as bad as people paint it to be. You know, the way you're coming from different orientation in Nigeria. Like, we look down on a lot of profession. I understand. Actually, this profession we're talking about, this is something that some people do to feed their family. A lot of people, they come home to spend money. This is what they get to do. I understand. Now, when I started this job, because I'm someone that gets irritated so easily and all that. And I think my first shift, I came back home. I just told my husband, I said, never, Olomaje, I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't, because my experience was not even good, because it's not just about, there, there is support work where you have to support someone that has capacity, or someone that has learning disability. That's, some people might be independent themselves. They can do some things themselves. Maybe they can do their personal care, but you just need to assist them or prompt them or you guide them. Now, the core one that is caregiving, which we find in most of the care homes, because that's what is general here. We have a lot of care home in the health sector where you have the elderly people where they keep them, and you have to look after them. Some of them are people living with dementia, and this is something that is we will have back home in Nigeria, but people don't pay attention to it. Now, um, they are going to equipment that you'll be given, and there are trainings that you have to undergo to do it. It's quite risky, like I tell people. It might look easy and simple, but it's not. Because there are pros, just like you said, there are a lot of guides safeguarding um, that is around that particular profession. But some Nigerians have run into trouble, like the new ones that just enter and they just feel like, oh, you can just go in there and just do anything. In the UK, if you want to do cleaning work, you still have to go through some trainings before you can do it. Understand? To me, it was an eye opener, because I get irritated easily. But this job have just taught me to be more passionate, and I understand life more. I learned a lot, and I appreciate life the more, because you can see these people once you walk into their rooms, and you see pictures of how they lived their life when they were young and all that, and now they have to depend on someone to take care of them, and someone to maybe feed them, someone to do their personal care and all that. So it's just, as a person, it gives you that it enables you to just think back and be like, someday I'm also going to be in this position where I will need someone to like help me do this, or I'll be dependent on someone. But Nigerians will just say that, no, it's not as bad and as horrible as that. Imagine your mom that is not, or your dad that is not capable of trying to do their personal care. They can't wash themselves and all that. When you're not going to assist, of course you're going to assist them. It's not like you're using your bare hands for anything. Like I tell people, I did this for while I was a student. I did it for some months, and I liked the fact that it actually helped me. And I'm always proud to say it. I'm a caregiver. Now I work in the hospital as an administrator. So seeing someone, when any Nigerians that I see, at a point in time, I was actually managing an agency where we recruit Nigerians that work in this sector. And what I tell them is, you have to be humble when you want to do this. You don't have to bring that mindset of, I was this, I was back, I was this, I was a manager in Nigeria, or I own my business in Nigeria, and you bring it back to the profession. It's actually wrong. You have to come humble.
Vicky Kenga, thank you for sending me my first money gone. Everybody follow Vicky Kenga, my top gifter today. I will follow, and I'll ask people to follow on TikTok. Share the video. Vicky Ikenga, big shout out to you. Follow Vicky Kenga on TikTok.
Help someone, you are passionate about helping or caring for people, then yes, it's something that.
No. I want to tackle you on something. Sorry. Please mute, both of you. You see, we also need to. I'm coming back to you. You see, there's dignity in labor, blah, 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 blah. We also need to tell ourselves the truth. If you are a bank manager in Nigeria and you are doing caregiver work abroad, in as much as there is dignity in labor, you need to understand that because your country has failed you, you have stepped down. We need to tell ourselves the truth. If you are a student and you are doing caregiver work, if you are up and coming, a young guy or a young girl, 25, 30, but you see, there's a certain level of attainment you have reached it will now feel like you are. For let me tell you, Oyinbo people know how to make the most unglamorous work glamorous. They have a way of equating everybody. It helps, but you see, I can guarantee you, Tommy, cannot do that work for more than 2 years.
I didn't do it up to that because I have vision. I know what I'm doing. I
Good.
know
Now let me tell you something.
I
If
was
the job
managing
is
an
so
event
great, why are you not doing it till now?
because I know that is not my standard. Because I know where I'm coming from. I know
Good.
the
So
values.
I
I know
want
the
us to
things that
also tell ourselves the
yes.
truth. I want us to tell ourselves the truth. If you go, Nigeria has failed us. So many people who are supposed to be teachers in Nigeria, people who are supposed to be graduate assistants, people who are supposed to be business owners, but because the system failed them, they now go abroad and they now step several steps lower. You see, the average Oyibo man that does this caregiver work does not have a degree. So a
Daddy
Nigerian that
freeze.
has a degree in
Daddy
mechanical
freeze.
engineering or a polytechnic, a HND, has no business doing this work. So most of the people doing this work are doing it because the naira has fallen, and when you change pounds, you will come and buy 4 houses in Nigeria. Let's tell
Absolutely.
ourselves the truth. It still remains
Absolutely.
condescending work.
Absolutely. Like I tell people, I say see this as a temporary work because I've seen doctors, Daddy Freeze, doctors do this in Nigeria, in the UK here. I've seen professor begging me for work to pick shift. Do you understand? But if you know what your values are, you know what you know that no, you're coming from Nigeria. I can't keep doing this. Like I said, I did it before. Right now, I work with a big hospital here in the UK, and I work as an administrator. Do you understand? Now, even working as an administrator in this, I just discovered that the respect they give me is even more because they be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you have this. Oh, you have a master's. You have because they don't go to school." Do you understand? So if you know that, like I tell people, I say this as a stepping point. You can't come as a master degree holder or as a BSc holder and you think you want to do this for 1 year, 2 years. No, you can't do it. It's just to get yourself and get the ground. That's what people do it for. But there are actually people that actually like this, or people that don't have options and they know that okay, I don't have certificate from Nigeria and they don't have options. That looks like a simplest option for them to go through.
Yeah,
and I keep
can I
telling them.
comment, please?
Okay.
Sorry, please. Yeah, hi, Daddy Freeze. Yeah. So, the thing with care home jobs is, usually, most of us in Nigeria, when we come over here, we're already, many people that I've seen here stay in Canada. Many people that I've seen here, they are doing so well in Nigeria. They just, kind of come over here because of certain things happening in Nigeria. And for those of us that went into care home, I did it for about 5 months. Personally, I never knew I could do such a job. Like my sister said, it's really demanding, especially when you're working with people who totally depend on you for everything. Because where I worked, I just had about 5 people in the house, and then they were totally dependent on we the staff, and you had to take care of them, bathe them, clean them, and everything. So I only did that job because I needed to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Many Nigerians that come over here, they just do it to start, for a start. You're coming into the country, probably you're a master degree holder, you're definitely not going to settle for a care job for a long time. And you have plans, you have aspirations, and then a care job, let me use where I am, the highest you can attain in a caregiving job, probably $25 per hour, and you're looking for something bigger, so you can't remain there for a long time. You just fall in and do it, and doing the job, you find yourself becoming so attached to the people. It's like when I left, don't know what grieving out. The day I left, I cried because I'd already built this attachment with them. You just understand the frailty of life, how people can live the best life, and at the end of the day, they are so dependent on someone. So it's not a so bad a job, but there's nothing usually Nigerians can do when they come over, trying to stand on their feet and trying to get something to at least, start making the bills and paying. But for those who love to do the health stuff, they find themselves going probably into nursing and any other medical line. But no, but I don't see anyone maintaining being a caregiver for a very long time.
Yeah.
Except the person doesn't have qualifications from back home.
Okay, I want to quickly say something. Guys, mute so I can talk. People usually can't hear me. If Sugar Destiny says, this job pays more than bank jobs. You see, my problem with Nigerians is everything is money. Everything is calculated. You are not calculating how you will feel. You are not calculating if that job is the kind of job your mates that have your qualifications abroad do. If you have masters in marketing, your mates that have masters in marketing abroad from the smallest polytechnic are not going to do caregiver work. So Nigerians need to stop calculating everything in naira and kobo, in dollars and cents. There are some jobs that will pay you good money but will affect you. Let me ask you a question. If you and somebody went to school in the UK, you went to secondary school, you went to a Nigerian university, that person went to a UK university, would you want them, where they are in life now, to see you doing caregiver work? Not nurse. I'm not talking of nurse. I'm not talking of doctor. I'm not talking of lab technician or banker. Would you want your mate that went to school in the UK and is doing a proper job, would you want them to see you doing caregiver work when we all know what caregiver work involves? So the only reason why a Nigerian will leave Nigeria to go and do caregiver work is because there are no opportunities in Nigeria. If you had opportunities in Nigeria, you will not go and do that kind of work, no matter the amount of money. I was talking to somebody yesterday. He said he got 3 job offers. One with Apple, another one with another tech company, and a third one with a third tech company. He took the poorest paid one. The Apple was paying 200K a year. The second one was paying over 200K a year. He took the one of 170K. Why? He said the Apple, that there was no job security. They can sack you in 3 months. The other one pays 200K a month, but you will work from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. The working hours are crazy. The third pays about 150,000, the poorest, but you work from home, you decide your hours. He sat down and he looked at it. If I work this extra 50K, what am I going to do? I will still use it to solve problems for Nigerians at home that are laying about. I will use it to buy a house in Nigeria that at the end of the day I might never live in. Some people tell you, you buy the house and you rent it out. Until you start doing renting business, that's when you realize how much of a liability a house is. House that every year you need to change the roof. If you rent the house out for 3 million every year, in 10 years you have 30 million. You will use half of it to re-roof the house. You will use, as in half of it will go to maintaining. Then you now sit down and calculate how much really did I make from this house. So at the end of the day, the average Nigerian will go and do that 200K work and kusi there. They will nearly buy inside because Nigerians make decisions based on naira and kobo. Why will I lose? The average Nigerian will just look at it. They say they will sack. God forbid they will not sack me. What God cannot do does not exist. Before I go every morning, I will join them. What God cannot do does not exist. I will do serebe, oro, skolo, kalaba, olosho, sanusi, fafunwa, orebe. I will do it to them in the morning, then I will go and do the work. They will never sack me. So every day you are building anxiety, you are building blood pressure because you are working under pressure, hoping they will not sack you so that you make that extra 200, extra 50K. The other guy is working crazy hours just to make the extra 50K. This other guy is chilling. He said he will do 3 hours of work, take a break, go and gym, come back, do another 2 hours of work, take a break, go and eat. He's having a work-life balance. Nigerians don't understand work-life balance. Is work, everything else joins the situation balance. That's how our parents were. Let me tell you the truth. One of the reasons why I didn't want to be a doctor was because of my dad. My dad will wake up early in the morning. I hate waking up in the morning. My dad will go to work and come back at 10 o'clock. And my dad had so much work that we had to live inside the hospital. We lived in a building inside the hospital premises, my dad's hospital, because they could come and call my dad at any time of the day or night. Now, I now go to school. I will see that year one sports car they ring. They call am 300 ZX. Now Arishekola they get am. Arishekola no dey do doctor work. He had the nicest cars. His children will go abroad, come back. We will go abroad once in 3 years. Arishekola children they go abroad twice a year, once a year. So I sat down and I thought about it. Why would I want to kill myself and then be like my dad and then not have money, not have time for... Not have money. My dad had enough money to do basic things. I did not want to do basic things in my life. I wanted to travel abroad. I wanted to fly business class. I wanted to drive that sports car that they used to bring those people to. I also want to drive it. And I knew I was not going to get it from the plenty. So I sat down and I thought about it. I said, nah, this is not for me. So what am I trying to say in essence is, let's start making decisions with regards to, will this job I'm taking, how will it affect my marriage? How will it affect my relationship with my children? How will it affect me, my mental health, my status, what I want to achieve in life? Instead of naira and kobo, because let me tell you something. You cannot, if you earn 1 million naira a month, I guarantee you, what you will spend for yourself inside that 1 million can never be more than 300,000. It's other people that will spend it for you. So, you get the kind of work where you they do. They say shit money no they smell. I have bad language, forgive me because of if another person I'm going to fight them. But at the end of the day, they will spend it with you, but they will not do the work with you. So that is one thing I wanted to just quickly chip in. So all of those say this job pays more than bank job. Bank job is the kind of work you can do. Normal people do it. This work is not, you can do bank job for 10 years. All of you here can do bank job for 10 years. Can you not? You might not like it, but you can show up in a bank every day for the next 10 years.
Yeah. I don't think I can.
Okay, bank job or caregiver work?
Daddy Freeze. Sorry, let me, first of all, I'm greeting everyone. Daddy Freeze, this thing has to do with passion. This thing has to
don't mention passion. I'll tell you why. Don't mention passion. If it is passion, listen, if it is passion, you will do it for 10 years. Every Nigerian will come there and say we are doing it for passion. Then you live in 10 months. That's not passion.
If everyone were to choose that other side of life, who would care? You see? So if we all decide to go into business or do anything like that, your dad was there and then he cared for people. He saved life. That was his own passion, if you ask me.
I understand. You see, listen, let's have a conversation. We are missing a very big point. All of you that said here said you only did it temporarily. Nobody said you cannot. So there is no passion. Remove passion. Passion is work you will do for free let me tell you what passion is. Let me explain passion to you. Wait. Let me explain passion to you. Passion is you will go to Iraq for free and go and do the work for 4 years. That's passion.
So one of the reasons let me tell you something. Let me tell you why they feel that way. I'm sorry I didn't join early enough, but most people believe, like the sister rightly said, she felt that's not what she intended to do, how she intends to spend, what she intends to do as a living, because she feels she actually may have struggled in the past, may have acquired more knowledge to suddenly come here and this is what you release yourself to do. Right? You want to strive, you want to be where you belong, where you feel is what you should be doing. Now, there are people who are like the CNAs. The CNAs, these are people that actually studied. These are people that acquire that basic knowledge to care for these people. So I would feel bad if, let's say, for example, let's say as I am right now, I'm a BNS holder. And then I'll now jump from RN to CNA. Meanwhile, the CNAs are people that are meant to do this. This is what their job is to take care of these daily activities of daily living. So just to cut you short, I also
if you're watching on TikTok, please share the video and send me gifts.
For that. But at the end of the day, because I'm someone, I don't like doing something without knowledge. So I went to school. I got what I needed to get to be a good caregiver, right? But one of the reasons I left is because the job takes a toll on your health. When I got into the house, I stayed there for like about five months. Most of the people there were having back pains because mine, everybody there was dependent on the caregiver, right? Some of them don't even eat with their mouth. We give them food through their stomach. I don't know, I've forgotten what it's called, right? So they can't even turn by themselves. They can't. You have to do all the liftings. Yes, you have all those things that can help you.
Did you work in a hospital? Was it a hospital?
Yes.
Okay.
So it takes a toll on your body, and if you're also not mentally strong, you might also you will feel it every day. So, but
every job has got its own stuff. Most people sit every minute looking at the computer alone, and it's stressful to them.
Yeah, I understand. But personally,
all day. So if you're trying to give that training, to give that care, that's what you have to do. The only thing you would feel is, okay, I have other degrees. I should better use my degree for something else rather than this. There are people that are trying to do those.
To be honest,
if I didn't have other degrees, right, I would have just stuck to that. As far I already have a degree in this, in this. But the thing is that I had other options, right? I have a master's in actuarial science, BSc in statistics and all that. So I could also.
Okay, you can't now say you had BNSC, and then you are students. You're stooping so low to go do some kind of.
Exactly, that's what we're saying. Like I don't look down on any carer because up to today I still refer to myself as a carer. We don't look down on them. I even appreciate the job because it has taught me a lot. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like it has really taught me a lot. But when I studied communication, all my life I've been in the field of media. You understand what I'm saying? And I studied media as a master's degree. So it's just sensible for me to go in that line rather than having to continue with care. And like she rightly said, you get home sometimes and you be like, oh, I feel pains in my back, or you feel pains in your legs and all that. So sometimes you just see that this is not your calling. There are people that have passions for that, and that is what they aspire to become right from scratch. But that is not what I plan to.
Many Nigerians that go into it when they come over here. That's not what they plan.
Yeah, like I started during the COVID period, and to be honest, it's not like I don't enjoy it. I enjoy it because sometimes you have you imagine you caring for someone and the person passes. You understand? You know how emotional you're gonna be down and all that because you're already attached to the person and all that. So it teaches. It teaches a lot, life lessons. You understand? So I don't tell anybody, and every time everybody's saying it, I say that no. I'm always proud to say it. Yes, I once did this job, and I still refer myself as a caregiver because I'm still in the health sector, anyways. So, like you rightly said, if we all moved down to being a banker, being a this and all that, then who's gonna take care of them? You understand?
I have an issue caring for the elderly. Mm-hmm. That's not my field. I won't say that's not my field, that's what I'm a nurse. But then I don't have an issue caring for the elderly. I love to care, I love to care, irrespective of age.
Now, I want to say something. I want to remove the other lady. I'm sorry, I'm monitoring comments and all that. We are live on many platforms. Facebook with 320 people, TikTok with 125, YouTube with 194. So we still have. I'm trying to attend to a lot of people. I want to say something here. Personally, I don't have a passion for taking care of people. I can barely take care of my own children. And there's nothing wrong in not having a passion for taking care of people. Some people have a passion for singing. Some people have a passion for talking. I have a passion for talking. I can talk all day. That's why for 26 years of my life, all I did was talk, type, talk. That's what I have a passion for. Now, if you see me abroad doing caregiver work, just know say that circumstance. Just know say that situation, I want bend my crayfish. So when you are mentioning passion, I am an example of passion. I worked on radio when my salary was 1,500 naira a month. And I did that work from 1996 till 2001, 5 years. 2001 GSM came out. My salary could buy me one recharge card. Sorry, two. They increased my salary to 3K. So my monthly salary would buy me 2 MTN recharge cards. And I still did that work before I started making money on the radio. I had worked for 10 full years. I'm not saying making money. Before I could make enough money to own a Tokumbo car that had AC, travel abroad, I had worked for 10 years. That is passion. Before I started making real money that I could buy a house, I had to have done this work for 15 years. That I can buy a house, that I can buy Mercedes, that I can buy Range Rover. I had, so when we are talking of passion, I know about passion. But I would rather go abroad and work for peanuts to do what I would do than go and be caring for old people. I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but I don't have passion for it. And stop making you where they work for bank, where you go abroad, they do this for a work. Stop making it look like passion. No be passion. Na money, na circumstance. Na Buhari na him bend your crayfish. Maybe they tell ourselves true. Nigerians, let me tell you the problem. Nigerians like to lie to. I was having a conversation with someone. Hold on, guys. I was having a conversation with someone. I don't know if you can mute so people can hear me. I was having a conversation with someone. This person has been going on and on about how Tinubu rigged the election. On and on and on and on. I had it up to my throat today. So I put a call through to the person. If I wake up in the morning, this person will send me, oh, that's how they rigged the election. Oh, that's how they rigged the election. You live in Nigeria, what do you expect? Now I put a call through to the person. I said, did you hear about Ekweremadu? But say yes. I said, do you know what Ekweremadu's crime was? They paid somebody for a kidney. They paid, though. They did not kidnap the person, though. They had an agreement with the person, and the person changed his mind, though. Do you know what they are doing to Ekweremadu? Life imprisonment. Not just for Ekweremadu. For Ekweremadu, for his wife, and for the doctor we do am. The three of them are getting life imprisonment sentences. I said, she now said, what are you talking about? I said, calm down. I remember when you wanted to travel to the UK. They said you should show proof of funds of 6 million naira. You did not have 6 million naira. You had about 2 million naira. So you went to a racket where somebody paid 4 million naira into your account, where they were paying you, you were now paying 3% of that 4 million monthly as a rent. I said, do you know what you did is a financial crime? Declaring what you are not is false pretenses. Are you aware? Do you know that if you prove it that it was your brother that paid you the account, all they will do is deport you? But if they can prove it that you actually paid to falsify your financial status, you will do 8 years in the UK and you will come back home on the next available flight the moment they discharge you from that UK prison. Why am I saying this? It is convenient for us to live in a system that is rigged. But our morality is so selective. We look at other people and we point out, oh, they are rigging election. Did you not rig your way into the UK? You where person sit exam for, what's the difference between you and person rigging election? Are you supposed to be, the job you are doing, if truly you went to the university and you scored, you did not sleep with lecturer, you did not bribe, will you really be, one girl, I remember the time they were saying lecturers were knocking babes, blah, blah. One girl, I talk, say make them no fight the lecturers. Say some of them, they go meet the lecturer because they know, say this book, they no understand them. So the only way they go fit graduate, now say make they go open for lecturer. Say, 9 they take graduate. You were open for lecturer graduate. You dey vex say another person rig election. Una the same thing, but the problem with Nigerians is we have selective morality. Their own, someone said it's 12 years imprisonment. God bless you. And I can tell you that out of all of you watching me, all of you that are abroad, half of you did this thing to go abroad. If not more. I will not want you to admit it on live television. I'll be on live, because from here they will carry you. You don't know how, you people don't know. This thing where when I think say na play. If you knew how serious, Ekweremadu is doing a life sentence, so on top agreement say, okay, you go comot kidney, I go comot am. Oh yeah, make we dey go. The person read there, change mind, turn another story. Ekweremadu dey go prison, oh, forget saying him be senator or senate speaker, be waiting be work again. We don't like telling our, you see, my problem with Nigerians is we have a reality filter that filters our reality, but that reality filter, when we want to look at other people, we don't put it. So we will see Tinubu in his bad light, but when we look at ourselves in the mirror, we wear the filter, so we only see ourselves in good light. Let me tell you, one person told me something. He said, they said area boys were beating people during the election. I was having a conversation with the guy today. The guy said, is that not how Nigeria is normally? You are inside traffic, area boy, they harass you. Every day you enter bus. My staff, girl where they plait my children hair, they don't beat them twice. My one of my staff in the house on a Sunday was coming to work, enter wrong bus. Not only they beat him, collect all his phone, they downloaded all the money in his account and then borrowed 100K on his head. So when your life is like that, what do you expect to get in the election? Your day-to-day is in a certain way, but then on election, all the people on the day-to-day are now going to become angels, because they say election ain't be rapture where God won't carry in people. So I want us to have honest conversations with ourselves. Nigerians are never honest with themselves. We are as bad as the government will say. If I sat down with you, as in there are so many, the average Nigerian does not pay taxes. If they check your tax, so you are not paying taxes, you do, then on the election day, you now want to come like God is going to come and rapture everybody, so you have to be on your best behavior. It can never work. Whatever the bird eats, now the bird go carry fly. You don't chop all these things, you they fly now. You know if you vomit them again, don't day your belly. Now your reality. Now when you go abroad, you try to create smoke screens. Oh, my life is good. Let me tell you, 90% of the people that left Nigeria abroad are people who were struggling here and did not have any form of breakthrough. They look up, they look side, they not see anything if you commode them from, so they just run. Because let me tell you the truth. Dino Melaye still did this Nigeria, he never run. Tony Elumelu still did this Nigeria, he never run. Dangote carry him whole money, go build refinery for this same Nigeria in no run. Adenuga dey Banana Island for a house, he never run. Why them no run? Why? There was a time when Adenuga had problem with it Obasanjo, he ran to the UK in exile. If I remember that story, the moment Obasanjo come up and Adenuga come back the next day, Mo come put head back for this Nigeria where we did. So what am I trying to say? Let's be telling ourselves the truth. I'm not saying it's bad for you to relocate, but don't make it look like it's glamorous. Na condition Buhari na ain't bend your crayfish. They tell yourself the truth. And listen, I know people who love old people. I don't. I can barely stand my family relations that are old because they stress me. So some people genuinely love old people and are caring for old people. That's 2%. 98% are doing the work because they want to use it for a stepping stone. So let's not talk about passion. Passion is not inside this equation. Passion, there's no glamour in caregiving work unless it is your calling. And I know all of you is not your. That's why you become nurse. Why you know Samaria already she just finished her exam.
How about caring for children?
Baba, I get children for house where I never managed to care for. If you leave me and my son is 7. If you leave me and I'm alone for house, now I ain't go take care of me. Because I could be, when he was a baby, I struggled. I could change diapers, I could bathe him, till, but it's not something I like doing. Women have it. Children is even better. I took care of my children. What me I can take care of is young adults, that kind of yellow age. They leave them for me. Sit down, talk to them, spend time with them, guide their career path. I like that one. But young children, we go to jump, hey, stop, calm down. I no get the power. Then old people, I no get the power. I don't know where me I fit in. That's why I don't have problem in my life. I know what I can do and what I cannot do. Now, I'm not saying I cannot do caregiver work. I just pray that I don't have to ever do it. Because if I'm doing it, it means something is not right somewhere. If you see me doing caregiver work, understand that I'm going through a lot. What are the work I like? I like pilot work. Give me aeroplane, I will fly it. I like radio work, television work, social media work. I can wash car in a car wash. I would rather wash.
You like soft work.
I like soft work. I like soft work. Which one is to go and be taking care of old people?
Like you can't even do the caregiving job. So anyway, I would just say caregiving jobs. I saw someone asking, is caregiving job that bad? It's not that bad. If you're dealing with kids, if you can handle kids, if you can handle elderly people who can function by themselves. The only tough place where you find it a bit tough is when you're handling someone who is totally dependent on you. For everything, for eating, for bathing, for grooming, for cleaning up. That's where the main thing.
Please, if you are watching on TikTok, buy me gift. Oh, there are 200 and something people watching me. You are not buying me gift. I'm not happy with you people. Oh. Help me meet my money gone target. Only one person has bought my money gone. Oh yeah, buy my money gone, and I will get everybody watching to follow you.
If that's your passion, you can, and then maybe you find yourself in nursing someday. But for me, I had to stop at a point. So, but caregiving job is not bad.
Now, somebody said this on YouTube that the assertion about caregiving job being spun is absolutely wrong. Even though Igbo people themselves do it and live comfortable and retire. Let me tell you something. Igbo people do work because of passion. Some people like old people. Then stop lying to yourself. Nigerian people don't do caregiver because of passion. They do it because they don't have any other work. Their qualification cannot get them any other thing. Why would you like lies? How will you wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror and lie to yourself? How can you say that you are... If you see me doing caregiver, there's no work I cannot do. But if you see me doing caregiver work, just know that something went wrong somewhere. I can buy and sell watch. I can go and learn how to be a sales boy in a watch shop. Because even if they are not paying me much, because I wake up every morning and come and be playing with Rolex, come and be playing with Cartier, come and be talking to customer, I can do that work. It's beneath me, because at my level, I'm not supposed to be sitting behind a kiosk and be, but I will do it because I have passion. Now, when you say temporary, when you are saying something temporary, passion and temporary, you cannot include them in the same. How can you, how do you talk from both sides of your mouth? You are passionate about something, but it is temporary. Chengboro.
Daddy Freeze, let me tell you what happened when I was growing up. I was barely 10 years old, so we went to the village. I went to my late aunt's place. My cousin and I, we went to this old lady. There's this old lady that lived close to my late aunt's house. We went there. She was pounding pepper. We started pounding those pepper. From pounding the pepper, these breadfruits. She was cleaning that thing. We had to start. In fact, we wasted the whole water she had in her house. The old lady now expected us to refill her jerrycan because we wasted the water as children. In fact, it was my late aunt that helped us that day because she had to now get water from her house to replace the old lady's water. That was one. I will not forget that woman. Another man, I used to go to his house to go and assist. An older man. His kids were overseas. I would go to his house for no good reason just to go and assist him. You see? I just remember those things now, and I tend to tell myself, this is even before I dreamt of becoming a nurse. That was my passion. I loved to do it. Because I see those elderly people as babies. That's how I see any elderly person. I see them as kids. And I feel that there was a time they were once like me. So for that thought alone, and I know I'm going to grow old one day and I deserve to be cared for. For that reason alone, that's why I love to care for elderly people. So it's not just Oyibo people that like to care. I compare to many people that were old that had cared for growing up as a child, even before I know that, okay, before I could define my life. So it's my calling.
Hold on. Let me break your heart. Let me break all of your heart. 90% of Nigerian nurses are abroad. It's not their calling, it's money that made you enter nursing. Wait! Let's tell ourselves the truth. Listen. Nigerians have a truth filter problem. Did you study nursing as your BSc? What did you study in Nigerian university?
It was nursing.
Good, you have a calling. You have a calling. I know people who do engineering, but they reach abroad, they say a nurse they pay. All of a sudden they have a passion. Passion need that. Passion oshiwo. You did it because of the money. Na naira and kobo na carry you go there. Let me tell you, people, what you don't agree with me? Na condition. Listen, I know people that abroad, they like to barb hair. Their passion is hair barbing. That is different. That's a passion. You grow inside the hair barbing. Before you know it, you open your own salon. Before you know it, you have your own hairstyling products. You grow. That's a passion. 90% of Nigerian nurses abroad. Tell yourself the truth and shame the devil. You did it because nursing is one of the highest paying jobs abroad. Some of you don't they push your children for Nigeria to go into nursing. Unless you went to nursing BSc in Nigeria. I remember going to the university. All of them passed nursing. Before you get to UI, you will pass UCH. How many of them went to study nursing? None. They all studied economics, banking and finance. They now reach abroad. All of them are now nurses. Then they now have it. Baba, that passion is acquired passion. You did not have the passion. You acquired it and you lied to yourself until your lie became the truth that what is giving you plenty money, you love it. You don't love it. Some even forged certificates.
That's super true. I know a lot of people that
don't vex.
No, I no vex. So I just want you see, one thing I've learned in this life is you can lie to everybody but yourself. The moment you have successfully lied to yourself, you have a problem. Me, I look my papa when I grow up. Now I don't develop passion. Say I know if he care for people because money no dey there. Now maybe if my father were a nurse abroad, maybe now they grew. My papa na nurse abroad. He don't first shoot us one duplex for Lekki. He can shoot 1 or 2 sports cars. Which day me no go want learn that nursing. So from young, I would ginger myself towards nursing. Me, I wanted to be a rapper when I was in the university, when I was young. I no see rap work. Now it make me enter radio. And how did I saw that? I did talk. They tell me how I knew that I would be a good radio presenter. I was growing up, all I used to hear my mother shout was, "Shut up! Shut up! Can't you keep quiet for 5 minutes?" When I was 8 or 9, I did argue politics with my parents. The small way I go pick, I go tell them, say, this man don't know what they talk. They go tell me, shut up. So growing up, all I heard was, shut up, shut up, shut up. Now I take grow. So when I was choosing my career, I knew that I don't like waking up in the morning. Now, I don't have a problem with waking up in the morning once a week or twice a week. I can manage. But that the whole of my life, I'll be waking up early in the morning. I cannot do that work. No passion can take me there. So I had to understand my kind of person. I had to understand the things I liked. And I had passion to talk. Listen, there are days that taste buds will come and say, must you go live all the time? I will go live in the morning. I will go live in the afternoon. I will go live in the evening. Then I have one paid live at midnight where I don't collect the money. I don't burn the money. Then the person, they tell me, say, Daddy freeze. Now I want to now sleep for 2 hours and come back and come. Now, nobody on my life has ever paid for more than 1 hour. And nobody that's ever come to my life has ever done 1 hour. Is it that 1 hour, 30 minutes? Or 2 hours? Some 3 hours. This year, I don't cut and say 1 hour. I will give you 30 minutes grace. Once you pass that 30 minutes grace, you will pay for 2 hours. Now I want to increase now. So, but you understand that we will talk and talk and talk. Do you know sometimes, one day I talk most of the dilemma. I was talking on my life, and they break. I just they look outside, say, oh boy, now wow, they don't they break. Oh. I can't say everybody, yeah, make we they go. So any work will involve talk. Now my work. As una they see me like this, me le shekara kata. I know if you buy, I know if you sell, I know get them as gift. So talk, aeroplane, I can fly plane. Say nothing happen for my life. If I'm 47 years old, I may be too old, but it is something I can do. It's something I would love to do. But say I dey take care of old people. Just know say anywhere you see me doing that work, just know say condition I bend my crayfish. And 90% of you, in fact 99% of you people that is doing that work is condition that bend your crayfish. Is not passion, is not love, is just money, naira and kobo. I rest my case, no soloton.
Another thing that made me leave the career path. Another thing that made me leave the career path is also working at night. I'm not the kind of person that likes to work at night, so I like a defined time. If it's 8 to 5, let me know it's 8 to 5, and then Saturdays and Sundays I have time for my family. So that's when I noticed that, okay, this one will not work for me. It's not my kind of thing. I just had to give myself brain to focus on something else. So for those who love to do, you like I'll call it a scattered life, because you could work morning this day, another day you're working afternoon, another day you're working night. So if you like that, then that career path is good for you. But for someone like me, I just like my 8 to 5, and then I have time for other things. So that's it.
And now, God bless you, my sister. Take care, my darling. Take care, and God bless. Nick, I now tell you something.
Sorry, honey, I'm not your age mate.
Taking out to go out. Can you take me out?
All right, I've taken out. Me, I now hate 8 to 5. Hey, when I was working in Cool FM, and they put me on 9 to 5, 8:30 to 5:30. I did it, but I kept praying every day, Father, this cannot be my portion. Oh Lord, this can. Maybe they tell ourselves true. A lot of us don't like telling ourselves the truth. That is the issue that I have with us in this Nigeria. Let me bring somebody else.
All right, Daddy Freeze, thank you for having me.
No, you can still be here. Tomi Shofe Masaloni.
Okay.
Mama drill me at any. Masalo. Run nuts. All right, we have somebody here. Hello, darkness. Light. Hello, can we see your beautiful face? Why are you shy? You're now covering your phone. Hey, I just said hello, darkness. Now darkness came upon me too.
It's not darkness, so please,
oh my God.
Okay, so let me hear your own side.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I think most people actually, they are, how will I even put it? They are really misinformed about this whole thing. As a carer, because I actually do it as a part-time job, actually. I'm in the UK, but I work in a real estate company. You understand? So, but the thing about it, like most of you guys said, is the passion. You understand? Passion has to be there. Most people don't really, they don't really understand what the job entails. For example, they want to japa from Nigeria. Do you understand? You japa, maybe you got to the UK, you got to the US, or you're in Canada. You're not really saying the kind of job that you want immediately. So they settle for the care job because that's what you actually get immediately. Do you understand?
If you're watching on TikTok, on YouTube, or on Instagram,
I don't know,
and you want to contribute, you've got to come to Instagram. We're going live on Instagram.
So the thing is, most times when you you don't really have the, some people are actually doing it, like I said, because of passion. But most times, when they get deeper, let's say they've spent 4 months in that field, they tend to lose their patience for, like their own patience in the job, because maybe the person they are caring for speaks to them anyhow, or then you now start seeing their true color. Do you understand? Like I said, that's when you don't have the passion for that job. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Now, before we even say anything, guys, come to my Facebook, come and buy me stars. I don't try since. Now I sit down with una. They discuss after full of work. This is the time you people need to come and buy stars. See, una don't do this caregiver work. Una won't use as stingy again. Oh yeah, come to Facebook. Search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. That's what my page looks like. 835,000 followers. Scroll down to today's video. You will see me wearing this hat. Yellow. Click on the hat. That is it. Scroll down to the bottom left hand corner of that video. You will see how to buy stars. Please also give me gifts on TikTok. My top gifter will hail you. Please, this is our own work. As we not sabi take care of elderly people and small children. Sherifa Tomolola Kolawole, as I dey talk now, she don't drop stars. Wa shere, wa pelaye omogidi. Ni she buruku. You will not do bad work.
We are not using our caregiver work to buy stars for you, that the phrase.
You will buy, or else we caregiver work. Anybody listening to me live, later, all of you listening to me live, if you don't go and buy stars and you are doing caregiver, ni. Why retire no caregiver? Iṣẹ́ tó máa ṣe tó máa fi kú olówó yẹn. So you better go and buy stars now. Make I pray for you. Because my mouth, when I don't hear say my mouth no good. If I talk am, I will be share bear new. You don't reach the destination of your life. Now waiting one use end your life now. Run and go and buy my stars on Facebook. Now play they play before you say I be Pentecostal pastor. But still come and buy stars on Facebook. Make I hail you, make I celebrate you. Thank you, my darling sister. Thank you. By the way, I'm not running your profession down. I'm just saying Nigerians don't. You don't ever ask Nigerian man, say, what are your hobbies? Nigerian has to say, hobby.
I get hobby.
I dey hustle. Now be my hobby. You never hear that kind of thing before?
Yeah.
Nigerian man hustle na a hobby. Now you come tell and say passion. I'll tell you a story of somebody I know. He went to see his friend. His friend was a tennis player. So where did they play tennis? The person we want to carry and go abroad. On top tennis scholarship. Come there, watched him play. Now so the guy looking guy like say, come. So this lawn tennis where you they play. Now they carry you go America. I say yes. So saying they go next week. Brother, go learn lawn tennis. So. This guy, I'm telling you, played lawn tennis at a professional level. We learned it in 6 months. Nigerian man. Say, I go play this ball like this. From there, they go America. As I talk to the guy, they still the America till today. He went on lawn tennis that he learned in 6 months. And then tomorrow, this guy will come and say, I have a passion for lawn tennis. Passion Oshiwo. Hustle, they beg. Barre so thorough. Tell yourself the truth. Sorry, this yap where they yap. I don't feel yap in English. You no go sweet. Hustle now carry you reach where you reach. Nigeria, we learn anything. Oh, somebody don't buy me stars. God bless you. We don't do caregiver work for a long time. Femi Aderogba, thank you very much. Jana Zari Jana, thank you very much. This is what I want to see. Thank you. You will move to befitting jobs. I'm not saying caregiver is not good though, but I know say you will not get the passion. Make you not like giving yourself. Which passion I get? You. Which passion? You will won't work for bank before. Now you won't be nurse. Then you won't do caregiver, and you get passion for all. Passionate auntie.
Like I said, it's soft landing. Like you can't really see a good job immediately. You can't see that.
You forgot to include that most of this, especially those most of the Nigerians that own all those
homes. They try, that's an opportunity for them to save money, because what they do is they wait for these people that just, you know, well, the moment you come down here or anywhere, they seize the opportunity to get you and pay you peanuts and overuse you. That's what a lot of them do. So you see why it's as if most people don't even like it. They just do it just for the meantime, and then they move for something else, because they overuse them. Because they check them out, they're undocumented, they don't have work permits, nothing. And most of them don't even have a place to stay. So they end up working as a living caregiver. They'll be living there, maybe get off maybe twice or whatever in 2 weeks, every other weekend. And then they overuse them, and then they still pay them peanuts because they're paying them cash. It's not registered.
Somebody says, so Daddy Freeze, why do you charge for your session since you've got a passion for what you do? Ngbo told me, did I charge you?
No.
Samaria, have I charged you?
No.
My darling sister, did I charge you? It is when you want to come and sell your market that you use to make money, that is not charity. You will not come and sell it on my platform for free. If it's not that you are a thief. Caregiver work, Luma Sheku. As in, people go just open their mouth. As they open their mouth, mess go they come out. They have reverse. The mouth, they do the function of the other one. One day learn, one day have so please. My darling sister that just joined us, thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. I want to bring in somebody, and Zedra, that's your name.
Please
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go?
You want to go? Samaria, you're not going anywhere. It's me and you and them. Passionate Samaria. Dear Father. Passionate Samaria. Who else wants to come? Come on, let's talk about passion. We are very passionate today. See how Samaria look like human being. Child. If nobody say, some people they watch us now don't turn to man of God. They're supposed to carry this Samaria as take out. Someone said, I have a request. I want to speak on this. Toby, okay, you will speak. I don't send another person request to bring one guy. Okay, let me bring a guy. The guy that said he sent a request, is it Toby? Toby, are you the one that sent a request? Oh, yeah. Is that Toby that said I sent a request?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's Toby? Oh, okay, Toby, yes, that's right. Toby,
Yeah.
I sent a request. All right.
Hi, Daddy Freeze.
Toby!
Good evening.
Good evening. We are doing wala here. Everywhere is scatter.
I understand that. I followed this particular topic previously. The other day we had the topic, we couldn't finish.
Yes.
And I'm happy you are bringing it up today again. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Yes, what I want to do is this. If we're having a comparative analysis between Nigeria and UK or America, I don't think we'll get it right. Because, for example, in my first degree, I did a business administration. There was no passion. I did that because my uncle was working at Premier Brewery at that time, and he was rich. That was the only reason why I chose to do business administration. When I came to the UK, I did project management. Why did I do that? Because in the UK, project managers make more money. So basically, when you are talking about passion, something must definitely necessitate passion. Passion don't just come up. And again, on the second phase of it, I would say that we don't have elderly people in Nigeria. We have elderly people, and we don't care about them. Look at what happened in the back the other time. We had elderly people, some were being pushed down. But my experience, because I didn't do a care job per se, but when I came in as a student years back, I did a domiciliary care, and the only thing I was able to learn is being empathetic with people, understanding people's lives. Mm-hmm. And this is the only thing we lack in Nigeria. I don't do a care job now, but on Sundays, like tomorrow, I have elderly families. They're very old. What I do is to go to their house, pick them, bring them to church. After church, I'll take them home. Nobody is paying me. It's just what I've learned. So what I'm saying is that there is nothing like passion anywhere. Passion happens to you where you grow. Passion happens to you maybe with the things you see, with how you interact with people. In Nigeria, we don't have all those. That is why everybody in Nigeria is aggressive. Everybody. They don't care about old people. They don't care about disabled people. And it's wrong. That's not the way to live life. People need to do this job. It's not about the job. It's about we are getting old. And all of us in this life will one day get old. And it's something that if you get old in Nigeria, somebody can, a 24, 22-year-old person can push you. They don't pay their salaries in Nigeria. These are the things. Our pensioners, nobody cares about them. And they die. Some people begging the governor, please pay us, pay us. These are the things. Actually, caregiving is a profession that must be respected. And if I'm opportune to be be in any office in Nigeria, I will take a serious emphasis on this because it's not just a dirty job or a menial job. If you want to break it down on another segment, everybody, sonographers, medical doctors, nurses, they are all caregivers.
I understand. You see, I understand. But the particular caregiver we are talking about are the ones that take that one that people do. We know the one we are talking about, not generalize them. We know the one we are talking about.
I understand that, but people doing it here, to be honest with you, you get used to it. Why do you get used to it? Maybe because of the way they talk to people, the experience and all. But you get used to it because you know that this person depends on you. And for me, to be honest, if I will tell you the truth, I see that as a special career in life.
That's right.
That this person continence, dressing, feeding, eating, mobilization, transportation, medication depending on you. I mean, there's nothing like heaven there. It's a special discipline. It's a
Let me add something real quick. Daddy Freeze, you remember the other day you were saying something about those growing up, our parents tend to be the ones to tell us, this is what I would like you to study. This is the course you have to, the degree you have to get from me. Go and get this, go and get that. Most of us were not even opportune enough to choose our passion. So growing up, you don't have to acquire it. You see? So I don't even blame most people that maybe read a different course back home and then they went overseas and then they had to start doing something different. It could be they never realized this is what they would have loved to do until they hear about it.
Stop, mate. Hey, this is what it is because he gave you money. Samaria, you are running up and down and you are avoiding. You see, let me tell you something. I remember one, make I no talk am sha. You see, Nigerians are running around in circles, avoiding. Listen, there's no way you are doing something now. Maybe money gave you the passion because money will come with a Nigerian man lives in Naira and Kobo. When they tell you something in Nigeria, the first thing that comes is your mental calculator. Nigerian man get mental calculator. Say, oh, this thing at $1,000. 1,000 times 750, that's 750,000. It's expensive. The average Nigerian, let me give you gist. If you live abroad, argue this thing with me, please. If you are watching me on TikTok, buy me gifts. My top gifter, I will announce and everybody will follow. They have bought me stars on Facebook. Oh, thank you so much, Chris Mayor. God bless you. Metu Odion, Chairman, salute. Highest star buyer today. Washere. Second highest star buyer, Jane Zari Jane. Thank you so much. This is how you get stars. Oh yeah. If you don't want to do caregiver work for long, come and buy stars. Let me show you how you do it. Go to Facebook and search for Daddy Freeze. DADDYFREEZ. Abizedi. This will come up. This is what the page looks like. It's called the profile. Scroll down to today's video. You will see the video there. I'm wearing this cap. That's the video right there. Click on it. You will enter inside the video. Bottom left hand corner right there. You will just click on it. The stars will pop up. And that's how you get me stars. Oh yeah. Come and get me stars now. God will make things happen for you. You don't do caregiver work for a long time. And there was something I wanted to say before I got interrupted. Nigerians don't have passion. Nigerians have money-driven passion. When you go abroad, you will now understand what is passion. A young boy, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a nurse. I want to be an astronaut. And they will follow those passions. Nigerian man, anything where they bring the money, nine being passion. And it's okay because it has helped us adapt. But have you ever sat down to think about it? What if we get to a stage in life where money is no longer a problem?
But it will always be the problem.
No, in Nigeria it will always be, but abroad, there are people who don't think in money. Let me give you this example. I said I was going to tell you this scenario. A friend of mine told me this story once, and I'm sure all of you who work abroad will know this. You are supposed to work, let's say, 40 hours a week, right? Then you will now notice that the company now calls people and says, okay, guys, we need overtime on so and so day. We will pay 1.5 your regular hours for that overtime. The most people that we put in for the overtime are the Nigerians. Now, one guy said he's witnessed something. He said some white people agreed to do overtime, but instead of getting extra money, they got free time next week so they could go to the cinema. An Oyinbo man,
We go pay village people who they depend on us.
an Oyinbo man will do overtime this week so that he can have 1 hour free next week to go to the cinema with his girlfriend. The way they think is different from the way we think. Nigerian man with cinema, the girlfriend will wait, the cinema will wait. Let's hustle.
Not always that it is to get. Not always.
Before,
Most times.
grandma they go for village. Grandma need money for
Most times. So one problem that we have.
That the phrase is coming from, what he's trying to say, because this passion of a thing, you can't say that it's passion that made someone that has practiced doctor in Nigeria for over 15 years to come down to do caregiving work, or a professor that has lectured in the university for 15 years coming down to do caregiving work. It's not passion.
It's not.
Because he's trying to, settle down and he just needs something. So I understand completely what what Daddy Freeze is talking about, and we do understand. It's different from something that this is what you are out to do from your younger age. Like you said, you were a nurse from Nigeria before getting to the UK, and that is what you study. It's a different thing. It's just like me. I've always been in the media, and that's been my life. So me doing that, it has to be a temporary thing. So I understand especially for a lot of us that came to the UK, we're not even denied for like the past 5 years now. So what the difference is saying, I is actually right.
Thank you, my brother. Let me bring in one more person. I want to bring in another guy. Toby. Samaria, oh yeah, bye. And I like Samaria. Samaria, they always give us good vibes. Samaria, bye. Tommy, oh, lobby coco. Oh, lobby coco. Hey, Gambia, I don't see you. Natural Gambia. Let me now add a guy. Uzo. Travel nurse. What Sherry?
DF.
Huh?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, oh.
I was just saying we need part two. I beg.
We are going to do part 2 during the week. We have to. Caregiver work.
This topic is serious.
Okay, let me hear from you guys as we begin to round off.
So, DFL, you see this care job. Honestly speaking, you're right. I'm not going to tell you you're not. The truth of the matter is, as per Nigeria, most of us, it's acquired passion. If I use myself for, as an example, I know that I've never done anything care back home. I was a banker, I was in the media, then I was in the bank, and then I came here. Is the availability of the job. That's the truth. Your first landing that you will eat, pay your bills, is care. Yeah? Excuse me.
Go ahead, continue. Sorry. Hey, Tommy, don't come out. All right, let me hear you, my lovely sister in
Okay,
green.
I've been watching this for a while now. To be honest, this gives people the passion to do it. I'm just gonna be
Mm.
honest. I'm a registered nurse. I'm a travel registered nurse, and before I got to where I am, I did this home health thing, CNA, caregiving work, and I just did that for just for just to make money. You know, I didn't like it, and I know I think my final straw was I went to this home and I had to do her laundry. Pretty much, I had to wash her underwear. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, why do I have to wash somebody's underwear? Because, I mean, I need money for the meantime just to, get to where I want to get to. So, yeah, people talk about passion, passion. I get it, but at the end of the day, this gives you the passion to do what you have to do. When you think about, oh, I'm going to make $11 an hour or 12, depending on where you work or what agency you work for, it's just for the meantime, just to get what you have to get to the next level. That's just me. All this passion, passion here and there, no.
That's what majority of people do. They just do it to get to the next level. Just interpret it. That's what we're saying. Because you can't tell me that it's passion. You've been in a profession for like 15 years in Nigeria, and you're coming down here to to do caregiving.
If you read the comments, people are like, oh yeah, the banking job, oh, this is, you're going to make $1 million. No, by the time you pay taxes, pay your rent, buy groceries, pay insurance, how much you do have left? How much? It doesn't even pay well here. In Britain, the bankers don't earn well at all. In Nigeria, yes, we earn very well because, for example, if I eat my food, we earn very well in the bank, at least compare in relation to the country we're living in. I could eat, I could travel abroad, I could do things on my banking salary. But here, no, the salary is not that good. Sincerely speaking, I know the American nurses and the carers, they make good money compared to us here. But to be honest, starting in care is just because of the availability. Right. When I came in, it's my master's I came for, and my money was finishing now because I used all my savings from the bank to sponsor myself. And when I realized I didn't have money to eat, what did I? I started asking people for a job. Where can I apply? Where can I apply? And everybody else I knew was doing care. So what they referred me to was care. I said, hey, see me see trouble. Which one be care again? If I didn't know what they were talking about. But the agency trained me up, and DF, let me steal that your coined word. Acquired passion. I'll be honest, I picked up the passion. The thing was able to how will I say it now? It what's that word? It beguiled. What's that word? It seduced me. Let me put it like that.
Beguile is the same thing.
Yeah, it actually seduced me, and I'll be honest. This make my employer no go hear me. God, I beg you. But I'll be honest with myself. I actually enjoyed being a carer more than I enjoyed being a nurse on the ward. Because as a carer, yes, this is new. Maybe I'm a weird fish. But guess what? When I was a carer, I had time to care. I love the elderly population. I love them. The stories. They're lovely, to be honest. I love the stories. I love the time I could spend with them. As a carer, they won't worry you too much per se. There's a lot of work, but I love being nursing things that like we don't really get time to have that time to like communicate with Ali, thank you. This is what I'm saying. Where do I have the time? It's like, it's just different, There's so many patients as a nurse in the ward. Sometimes they'll give me 2 bays, and in each bay I have like 4, 6 patients, depending on the ward. They'll give me 2.5, in fact. It's not usually 2.5. By the time I count, I have 10, 12 people. Some are very poorly. Where do I have the time? Now, medication, now, if like 4, like I can't even take my breaks. So to a large extent, I'm running from one place to the other, sweating, running up and down. But as a carer, you just do your job. The responsibility is not that much. So I could sit, hold an elderly.
Please send me gifts if you're watching on TikTok and if you're enjoying the show. My top gifter today is Vicky Ikenga. Vicky Kenga. Get me money guns.
I'm talking about many years ago, though,
Okay.
I would sit and hold their hand. I will cry with my patients. I could care. I saw that, and I actually found out I had that in me. Then, no. But as soon as I became a trainer, I went to university. I just trained again. On top of my master's, I still went back to university because this is where I will agree with Daddy Freeze. And Daddy Freeze, you're right.
Why did I do that? Maybe I could have stayed as a carer since I was enjoying the job. Oh boy, I told myself, I don't feel do this care job, go tell anybody for banks I'd be carer. I can't.
Thank you. Now you begin talk.
I don't fit. Me when they wear sharp suits. Hey, if
Someone said, with Nigerian mentality, you'll be frustrated as a carer. Baba, no be everything Nigerian mentality take bad. Oh, I've lost Toby.
Oh, somebody's just left. I had to leave that thing. I had to leave that carer thing and just say, let me just go back to university and train and become a nurse.
Big shout out to Mickey Jan, my number 2 gifter today. Mickey Jan, thank you so much for sending me roses. Send me money guns. Somebody should send me a TikTok universe. I want to shout and celebrate somebody today. Send me a TikTok universe.
They actually stopped my shift. My first job in Bournemouth, the lady stopped my shift. She was a band 4. She was doing her, I can't remember what they call her course, but she was doing a band 4. And as per university graduate, I don't pass that one since now. Master self now I do. She told me I was taking jobs from those that actually need. Rita, what are you doing here? What are you doing here, Rita? You really shouldn't be here. You're more qualified than me. What are you doing here? And she stopped my shift. I don't fit up again. I had to leave the place. So at the time, the person I was dating, my boyfriend that time, the guy just told me, he said, babe, go and do your nursing. You're deceiving yourself. So literally, I had to go back to school. And I also thought about it. I'm not going to tell anybody for house I'd be carer. They feel wipe me, Koboko now. You like carer, you journalist, you banker, you go do care work. So I had to now. So DF is being
all right. I wanna ask Uzo a question, but before I ask Uzo a question, I want to talk about this dingbat, this hopeless situation. He's not his own situation. He's not an afofuro. He's a furo. I just pinned him. Abiola Damilare Zaza Olori Burukuaye, a hopeless case, a child that was born out of spiritual wedlock. What do you mean by spiritual wedlock? When the spirit of your father is not with your mother, just give your mama belle, they can't born you. You way goats get value pass. You can't come my life, come they saying, Daddy Freeze, you know just get work. Let me tell you, the work I do, I can pay your current salary to you, your father, your mother, and all your siblings, and I'll still be wealthy. Let's talk, because we are here talking. If Agbaje wears short nika, I know who Papa made him be now. How did we arrive at this destination? Me and a non-entity are having a conversation. Somebody that is only good for covering the space where he's standing so that it will not gather dust. Then me and you are having conversation. Don't ever let me see you on my live again. Go and do what you are useful for. Pick a broom and sweep your father's compound. That's if your father has a compound. The compound where your father is doing security, go and sweep the compound. Thank you very much. Now, Uzo, I want to talk to you. Please, I want us to have this conversation. I can see from your Instagram that you are a travel nurse.
Yes.
I have been hearing this, travel nurse. Travel nurse is the highest paying nurse in the whole world. Travel nurse. Please, Uzo, how much do you earn as a travel nurse? Because that travel nurse, be like say I get passion for them. I not just know.
Well, I think the bulk or majority of the money came during COVID. And I was working for this company. A lot of people might know the company. I was working like a freaking dog. I was working 72 hours a week. I worked 6 days a week, 12-hour shift, and I was pulling a little bit, almost $13,000 a week.
A week?
Yeah. A week.
$13,000 a week.
I used to work for Crucial Staffing. Yes, anybody that knows Crucial can go look it up. I was making a little bit 13 grand a week.
So wait, Uzo.
But I was working 6 days a week.
Uzo, wait now.
Okay. Dear, don't bring a cat for you. Oh yeah.
You were making $52,000 a year, a month.
A month.
Yeah.
How long did you do this witchcraft for?
I work with different agencies.
Wait, how long did you do this for? How many months?
I worked
with this company from 2020 until 2000 and until last year. I think I stopped working for them April.
2 years.
Hey, I dey go US, abeg. I dey go US.
Hey, times 24.
I work for the company.
You made $1.2 million working as a nurse.
Yes.
$1.2 million. Wait.
I didn't work continuously like every month. I took breaks in between. Like I'll take like maybe a month break, come back home, and I'll go back again.
But Sha, you made like 500 million naira.
And anybody who works for good show, comment below. Comment below.
They were clapping for us in Britain. Nobody paid us shit. 1 coin extra we were not given. Then they use cocoa and pots. They bank pots for us. They clap for us.
Wow.
Hey, Natural Gambia. Imagine, Natural Gambia, imagine you had done this work and you had collected this $500,000 or 500 million naira, and you had just decided to pay tithe and disobey Daddy Freeze, even though tithe is not scriptural. You just decided to be a bad child and you just paid me 50 million naira. Hey, what God cannot do does not exist.
It was during COVID, though. It was during COVID. Now the COVID is not the money. I mean, travel nurses still make good money, but obviously it's not as much as.
Okay, now that COVID has gone, wait. Now that COVID has gone, hold on. Now that COVID has gone, how much do you make in a week?
Oh, how much do I make? Or give you a range?
Oh yeah, give me a range.
Okay. Should I say how much I make or give a range? I don't care. Right now I make roughly about 3,000 a week.
Oh, you don't reduce so. Try.
DF, no, there's inequality in this world.
That's just working 3 days a week. That's just working like.
So if you work 6 days a week.
Overtime, like one overtime, which is 4 days a week, I make almost like 5,000.
So that means you are still doing 20K a week, a month.
Not a week, yeah.
20K a month.
What city are you in?
Come, Uzo, wait. Uzo, wait. I have passion for nursing.
You have what?
Passion for nursing.
You see this right here? You see this? You know what I mean? Let's be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love what I do. But you know, the honest thing is, I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired.
Now, a lot of people are asking this question. Hold on. A lot of people are asking this question. Yeah.
Yeah.
After tax, how much do you pay in taxes?
Let's see. So I'm making about almost 3,000 after taxes. I bring home roughly about 23. That's without overtime. A week.
A week. 23. 2,300 a week.
Without overtime.
Yeah, how they go US I think.
Oh yeah, pack your bag. What are you still doing on my life? Natural Gambia, what are you doing on my life? What kind of nonsense is this? Go and wear your clothes. Go to the airport now. You are going to the UK.
Comment below. Like, they know what I'm talking about. They know.
Do you know what our salary is, babe?
What's your salary in the UK as a nurse?
Our salary. Hey, dear, they will laugh me now. I mean, a senior nurse, so hey, I don't die.
Hey, you work for the Travel Nurse Pro Max. You can't do UK, they roast.
Yes. And they do research. I'm in clinical research now, but please, do they pay clinical research well? Are you guys looking for us? Can I come? Hey, God.
But again, I work critical care. I work ICU.
What she earns a week, this is the truth, because I work for the NHS. What she earns a week, I don't even earn in a month. Yes, I can't lie. Okay, in fact, because some people will say it's a lie, I'm a band 6 nurse in the UK. Please go and check band 6 nurse. It's on Google. Just type AFC NHS band 6. My salary is there staring at you.
Wow.
Brit is stingy. There's, oh God. Aka chingum.
But you know, the thing is, after all this, like, this nursing thing, I've done it for how many years now, it gets tiring. Like, your body's worn out. You know, you get burnt out. It gets tiring. So
Come, Uzo, now that I know your salary, go and buy Star. So I will not pray the prayer for you that you go back to caregiver.
Who, me?
Yes. Go and buy my star. This money that I'm hearing today is blowing my mind, you.
You know what I'm talking about, I mean. I buy them every now and then, you know. But
I trust
I'll
you.
go and buy stuff.
Oh yeah, go and buy stars. Go and buy stars. Guys, come to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze. Come and buy stars. Oh, inside life. Now we did for this Nigeria. Oh, chai. Now let me ask you a question. Let's talk about caregiving. For 1 second, let's talk about caregiving. What did you earn as a caregiver when you were in Nigeria? I'm sorry, when you did caregiving.
Years ago, maybe like 12 years ago, 13 years ago. At that time, I worked with this company then. I was making like, I'm going to be very honest, I was making $9 an hour. And then I started doing like private caregiving job, CNA. They call it CNA, Certified Nurse Assistant. I did that, and when I did private, I think I was making at that time, I think it was like $13 an hour doing the private one. So yeah, right around that.
It's similar to ours as well.
Starting off like $9-10. Some states will pay you like $8.50. So it depends on, you know, what state or where you are, where you reside.
Funny enough, idea in relation to nurses, the carers here with the work agency, they get as much as £16 an hour. And our salary as a nurse in, you know, our level is actually £17 an hour for the NHS. £17 an hour. But if you work as a carer agency here, some agencies pay even more than that. Some pay £20 an hour, which is really good for a carer. Don't forget that the carers, they don't necessarily need to have a degree. You know, like literally.
Someone just said caregivers make $22 an hour. It depends on what state. Do you live in New York? Someone just commented. So if you live in New York right now, New York, Boston area, Massachusetts, all those up north or California, yeah, you can make up to $22 an hour. I'm thinking for myself, and this was like maybe 13 years ago, 14 years ago. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking for myself. But right now, they make good money, up to 22, 23, 24, up in Maryland. Maryland, you can make it up to like $20 an hour, $22 an hour. Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, up in that area. But here in Georgia, no. There's no way as a caregiver here in Atlanta, Georgia, you're making $22 an hour. There's no way. Please tell me where.
Carers actually earn a bit better than nurses in some agencies, really and truly. It depends.
And by the way, I do have a nurse, an agency, not just nursing, but I hire other people as well. So I have a very good idea of what the bill rate is and how much we pay our caregivers. So I have a very good idea of.
So that side hustle on top of her salary. Hey, this babe go keep person now.
I'm on a sharp babe now. You know, see how she's sharp.
I need to go and understand you.
Straight. You don't waste time. You know, we're going to do part 2. Now, if you are a nurse or a caregiver and you want to share your opinion on this particular matter, please feel free to send me a DM or send me an email, freeschoolfm@yahoo.co.uk. Send me an email, send me a DM. You understand? Let's pick it up from there. Big shout out to those buying me gifts on TikTok. Big shout out to everybody who has bought me stars. Come to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze. Scroll down to today's video, click on the video, and you will see how to buy stars. Come over to Facebook and buy stars if you've enjoyed the video. I've spent 1 hour, 34 minutes with you guys. Hello, young lady who's here.
Freeze, how are you?
Very well, thank you. So let's hear your own perspective as we officially sign off.
Right, I have followed you from the onset. Everyone has spoken well, but the first set of 3 ladies that came, I think they, I don't know from which part of UK they are staying, as regards to the carer, not even nurse. He started with a caregiver, which is a carer. We have different levels of care. We have so many of them. And now we have the one that in Nigeria known as the sponsorship one. That's another level. Now, if you are a carer and you're working in the UK, you should have at least a band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is like a level 3 NKView, which is equivalent to, okay, let me put it this way, a level 5. A level 5 is almost like a degree. I'm studying in the University of Bedfordshire, and I'm studying health and social care. Now, if you have that, before then, of course, you should have gone through the process of being a carer. I also want to pick it because they talked about a lot, and they mix them up that it makes the whole thing look like, and that it frees. I've always agree with everything you say, but when you say passion, I will breathe that part again. Passion. If we don't look after the old people, if there are nobody to look after the old people, which all of us are going to go through that tunnel one day soon, who will? Is it a robot? Somebody has to have passion to look after them. And again, I will borrow that word that you started from the beginning when you say, excuse me, use it again.
For furor, yes.
Daddy, please don't say that. It is part of old age. Because when you are old and you are dementia, probably maybe you should understand me better. You don't
I get it, but
what people go through that they freeze. See anybody too bad for taloma for a day and people in. Somebody has to fall that ED.
hey,
Off your mic, off your mic.
Daddy, please put me in this life. Let me speak my mind. I have agreed in everything he said, but this particular. You know that Daddy Freeze, parents earn a lot of money, just like my sister here is saying. Even than the nurses. Some of them their take home is an hour is £20. When I came to the UK, I was earning that with a black taxi. Listen, yeah, they will call you, especially when it's an emergency. They will ask you, a black taxi pick you up from your home, takes you to the client's house, and do the furor, what you're saying. After that, what a very sweet version of the furor. Let me just put it that way.
ew.
I love that is free. Now you go furor, you know what? Let me black man furor. Let me give it to him, please.
So there is racism inside furor now. Mo gbe o, furor racism.
It's because my body was scratching me. People have used that money to pay bills. But let's leave at the passion. Let's leave that part. I finished with that. Let me come back to the passion. Now, passion is like you have passion to look after old people because you know you're going to get there. It's not all of them that you have to do the so-called what we just mentioned now. Some of them, they can't even eat by themselves. Some of them even need company. Do you understand? Some of them just want someone to talk to, and some of them are colo-mental. You've seen some of them that they will insult you. Do you know that our Nigerian that are getting older
because
here?
you're black, they don't want you. They want someone that
Our
looks
Nigerians
like them.
that are getting older here, only God knows where they came from. Then when you get to their homes.
The worst racism I've ever experienced in that job.
That is part of dementia. So the job actually itself, you must really, you must have passion for it. Because if you're coming, and this is a message to Nigerians that are coming because they want to jackpot, just like that the free said earlier on. Don't go say that you have a degree already in Nigeria. And because you are tired of the country and you want to jackpot and you come here, you will start from the grassroots. Because when you come in, even though you have had a certificate in Nigeria, a certified certificate, I'm going through the tunnels of the embassy, saying and ask you all the questionnaire about care, and you come. I will not put you, for instance, in a rota where you have to walk in a street place. You have to go through the hard one. You have to go through because you have to learn. Before then, I'll then rota you and then put you where it will be like chicken and chips or periwinkle, where you will not go and what are the freeze will say. It will be the sweet one. But come on, we're looking after old people. They have so structured the system that even their old people can be cared for and live. We have a woman of 101 years old. She celebrated her 100 years old last year. If the system did not care for her, would she have lived this long? She's not even wearing pads. She's okay. She only just need companion. Just talk to her. You even learn from her. She'll tell you about the World War, how the Germans came and invaded here. There's a lot of things you could learn from them. And by doing so, there's this reciprocal that comes back to you. Well, this is is also a message. Why I like this program that a friend brought up is that it's a message to our country too. That we should structure our country in such a way that our old people also can have this kind of structure where they will be cared for. I can't remember the last time we Googled and searched for a care home in Nigeria. It was in Benin. And God knows the amount of money that they will charge you a
Oh, they have one in Benin. Wow.
yes,
They have
that's
no
about,
in
but
Lagos, in private ones.
yes, that's about 6 years ago when I googled. Then back then it was in Benin, and it's nothing to write home about because the standard is. I can't even.
Dear, there's something about this job I forgot to say. Dear, I need to say this. Actually, see care work, in as much as it's care, you can actually go into other things. Nursing as a whole is very broad. That's the truth. I have to speak for that profession because you can do many, many things, but she's right. You have to climb that ladder because you have to get the experience. And it is acquired passion. Somebody asked the question, is it passion or is it empathy? You can call it what you want, but you know at the end of the day, of course you have to have empathy. How will you do the job? It's compassion for those people. You see an elderly person, just like you have a grandma back home, you imagine your grandma. There are ladies I used to talk to, and sometimes I find there are tears in my eyes. I say, excuse me, I need the ladies. I'll go to the restroom. I'll cry small. I'll clean my eyes. I'll come back. Why? I'm remembering my grandma. Because the lady is so sweet. She's so gentle. She's singing. Me, if I'm singing. Guys, it can be quite enjoyable. Don't let me lie to you. I really enjoyed
Me,
it.
where I don't like my grandma for house. Now I could go like another person, grandma.
Leave that thing. Yes, now lie. You fall in love.
Hey.
You fall in love.
I know if you fall in love with my own grandma. And anyway, maybe my grandmother traumatized me. That's why.
And this same job has fetched a lot of families their earnings today. Right now, with the sponsorship license that you've got, a lot of family have relocated here because of that, that privilege that the UK government has opened to them. And you have families here coming with their spouse, with their even their children. They are now in a better life. The other day, just about a week ago, one came and applied at our place. I said she just arrived from Nigeria. I said, lady, you know what? Yes, you just came in. You have some kind of formal training, but you have to go through another training here. And even if we have to rota you, we will not give you the sweet ones. You have to also go through that word that the free.
I need to follow you actually. What's your handle?
Me, I've already started following her.
I have to say something real quick too.
I don't know what I have to do.
Oh yeah, she wants to say something real quick.
Jackpot and come and do caregiving work. It makes money, but just know you're just doing like temporal, just for the meantime. I know of someone that used to work for Diamondback in those days. Jackpot came to America, did I think home health, which is caregiving as well. Did it, but right now he's a pharmacist. So if you want to jackpot, come here, do it for the meantime, save up money.
But
Instead of taking all these loans,
don't
save up
forget
the money
the
for your
sponsorship. The
schools.
sponsorship license is 3 years, and you have to.
But that's for UK, right?
Yes, for UK. I don't know about America. Now you have to work with whoever agency you met in the UK for 3 years. If you have to leave that agency, you pay a 6,000 fine for leaving to another agency. Because of course, when you go to the Home Office, you need to tender a pay slip as well as a contract letter for them.
Each agency is different. Each one has their own terms and conditions. If you leave them, some will want the money. Some will pay your flight. You have to pay back the flight, the accommodation, etc. So each one is different.
Well, that be just like you said, that will depend on the terms and reference or condition that you came in through. But some are like that. Then, of course, you already know that that's not your part. We've seen a lady who came in outrightly, and she was sent to a home to look after an old lady who is bed rest. Of course, she's continental and all that. And she just spoke in Yoruba and said, I don't see me you. That's it. She can do it. Really.
Wow.
So, I don't know what they told them, how they trained them, what kind of training. We have all kinds of training that you should have gone through, and how to do transfer, how to do personal care, how to also.
There are videos as well. There are videos to help. There are so many.
If you were doing transfer and you're doing personal care, in personal care, you should be taught that you're going to be doing training.
Anyway, guys, lovely hosting you for this long. We've been on for about an hour 45 minutes. It's been nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Calibo Official. Go to Facebook and buy stars. If you enjoyed today's show, go and buy stars. Big shout out to the beautiful women. Thank you, Natural Gambia. Thank you, Uzo. And my sister, what's your name?
I'm Doris.
Doris. Are you Yoruba?
No, I'm from Bayelsa.
But you speak such.
And I'm brought up in Lagos.
I can feel the Lagos in you. I learned a lot. And we all learned a lot. We learned something new. If you learned something new, share the video with someone. I'm going to come back and do part 2 on this caregiver issue, definitely during the week. It is a very, very important topic, and we Nigerians need to know exactly what is going on so we can be properly guided. Thank you all so much. If you're watching on TikTok, on Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to cut out the video so you can actually see their faces and get their facial expressions as they communicate. You would love it. It's really lovely. Big shout out to the lovely ladies. Learn a lot. Thank you for those of you who bought stars for me. Big shout out for you. Come on over and buy my stars. Take care. Natural Gambia. Take care. Doris and Uzo.
Doris, let's know your handle, Doris.
Okay. Now, tomorrow there's church service. 12:30 p.m. Nigerian time, church service. Come and join us. Let's talk about God too. It's not just life and life issues. Let's also talk about God. Look forward to seeing you.
All of everything you've been doing, we'll be following you. Well done. God bless.
Thank you, and thank you for coming live.
All right, my sister.
Thank you.
Bye. If you're watching on TikTok, please do buy me gifts. Thank you so much for all who bought gifts on TikTok. Big shout out to you all. Bye, guys.